begin.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my show. I'm Dr. Lott from Acupuncture is My Life. Now in this episode, I want to ask all the guys out there, please stay calm. Now I've been contacted by a gazillion men after my last episode on how COVID-19 can kill your sex drive. Now before I dive into this discussion, I'd like to first recommend to those who have not already done so to go to www.acupunctureismylife.com and subscribe to the Acupuncture is My Life newsletter to learn more about acupuncture, Eastern nutrition, and Chinese herbs, and how it can be of benefit to you. Also, if you're ever interested in an immediate response from me via private chat, simply go to the Google Play Store and download the Acupuncture is My Life app to engage in private chat sessions with an acupuncturist from Acupuncture is My Life regarding how acupuncture can be of benefit to you or even someone close to you who you may feel can benefit from acupuncture. Now, back to the discussion. The reason why I've taken a week away from recording episodes is because I've been inundated with emails, private chat sessions, office visits, and so forth regarding COVID-19 being a sex drive killer for both men and women. Now, this episode is focused on men as I'm still researching the women's side of this problem, whereas once I've completed my research, I plan to do an episode on how COVID-19 has an effect on women's sex drive as well. Now guys, there are several ways in which you can regain function in the bedroom, whether you've been infected with this virus or affected by this virus via one of the 6 topics discussed in my last episode. You see, impotence has affected many men during this pandemic, and there's been a huge demand for drugs along with other forms of therapy to correct this issue. You see, impotence can be a symptom of an underlying condition. This is why it's a good idea to have a thorough exam done by your primary care physician, your acupuncturist, and even your urologist. Now, having been quarantined to some extent has proven to have exacerbated conditions linked to impotence. The more common problems that you should consider before visiting your doctor that can affect, let's say, a man having an erection, or problems such as stress, which is a major cause of impotence because stress in Chinese medicine can lead to qi stagnation, which serves as a precursor for other heat, blood stasis, dampness, and phlegm pathologies relative to impotence, as well as other disorders. Other issues that can affect a man's ability to attain an erection can be anxiety, tiredness, or drinking too much alcohol, in which studies reveal that alcohol purchased by men has skyrocketed during this pandemic. A concern that floats under the radar when it comes to impotence is your diet. Yes, your diet. As men, we love consuming what we would call a man's meal. But guys, be careful, and I tell some of my male patients this a lot. Your age plays a huge part in the amount of food that's recommended you consume, as well as what types of food you should consider as being part of your diet as well. You see, excessive consumption of fried or greasy foods, as well as dairy foods, can lead to the formation of dampness or phlegm, which plays a part in obstructing the flow of qi and blood to your sex organ, giving rise to impotence. So be careful, for as the saying goes, you are what you eat, especially as you age. Now guys, I've been in touch with Chef Kiara recently and have requested she do an Eastern nutrition episode on this subject, and I'm holding out hope that she can fit it into her schedule for some time in the near future. Now, if you've noticed an increase in any of the problems I just spoke of above the norm, there isn't much need to worry, so calm down. Simply contact your acupuncturist, or if you do not have one, you can contact me to discuss possible remedies to your situation. But if these problems persist for a lengthy period of time and you have not reached out to a healthcare specialist in an attempt to address them, then it can be as a result of a physical or even psychological condition, whereas I'd recommend you speak with your doctor or acupuncturist at your earliest convenience. Now guys, I want to jump back to the alcohol part. Please be careful with how much alcohol you consume, especially during this time, because alcohol can weaken your immune system, possibly making you more susceptible to catching the coronavirus. Many of you have turned to drinking to help you cope with this pandemic, but I advise you guys to take a moment to contact a specialist such as myself and others who offer telehealth services, whereas you don't have to even leave your home if you're concerned about potentially contracting this virus. Now, my recommendation outside of speaking with your primary care physician is to contact your local acupuncturist or Acupuncture is My Life to see what may be the best method necessary in addressing your situation. You see, acupuncturists see men with this issue a lot, and most are amazed as to how effective acupuncture is in treating this condition. In Chinese medicine, this disorder can be treated with Chinese herbs, as well as acupuncture, moxibustion therapy, or even just Eastern nutrition. I've had cases where I had to focus on treatment principles such as like tonifying and warming a patient's kidney yang and having strengthened their governing vessel, or I've nourished a patient's kidney yin as well as strengthened his directing vessel. There are many directions an acupuncturist can go based on a person's constitution and what warrants their deficiency relative to this disorder. But anyway, guys, don't panic. If you have any questions or concerns, contact Acupuncture is My Life, and we'll be glad to discuss this issue further. And you can also leave a comment or question in the comment section below. And within the first 24 hours of this episode being posted, we will respond. Other than that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And until next time, acupuncture is my life. What's yours?